everyone, welcome to another reading. I'm the Unobtrusive Healer and I'm here right now with your weekly guidance reading for this week. So this is the reading where we cover all areas of your life, including career, study, money, love, spiritual personal growth, you name it, everything that we can for the week ahead to basically help you move through this week as best you can, and to help sort of keep your frequency as high as possible. And speaking of high frequencies, my Raise Your Frequency workshop is currently taking bookings. It is at 50% capacity, so there's only 50% of available spaces remaining. And so if you do want to get involved, check out the link in my description box. It's an online workshop that basically you just get an email every day with a whole lot of information and then a task if you wish to do it. You don't have to do the task, but obviously to get the most out of the workshop, the task is recommended. But check out the link in the description box if you're interested in joining. You can join from anywhere in the world as long as you can read or get someone to translate it from English for you. It'll be in English, so if you can translate it, then yeah, you can join from anywhere. But yeah, check that out if you're interested. I have done them in the past and they are amazing workshops. We get a lot of like synchronicities and you do get a lot out of them, but not just for that 7-day period. Like over the next 12 months, you will see very significant shifts in your inner sort of personal and emotional and spiritual world. So even beyond the workshop, it still does amazing things. But enough about that. I'm going to get into your messages. So as you can see, I have pre-pulled the cards today. I don't know why. I guess I just felt like it. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. But beginning over here with our duo for your main overall energy / theme, we have appreciation, the number 15, and we have the 5 of Wands here. So what's quite interesting about this one is that beginning with this card here, she does have a very beautiful flower, or it could be, is it a rose? I don't know what it is, but it's a very beautiful flower that she has in her hands. But around her, there's a lot of like shrubs and sticks and things like that. So she's kind of like in a bit of a sticky situation. But by choosing to focus on this rose or this flower, she's able to still find something that she can appreciate out of that sticky situation. So it's like there is a little bit going on around her, but by getting present in the moment and, you know, focusing here, she can still be appreciative in that moment. And then the 5 of Wands can kind of be about sort of conflict happening, you know, around you. You may be involved or not directly involved, but it could be kind of like surrounding you, whether it's in the workplace, in the home, in a friendship circle. It's like there's a lot going on around you. There's a lot going on this week. There's a lot of, you know, competing. And actually these all look like sticks, and these are all like, this card is warning that there's like a lot of sticks around, but you can still be grateful. So it's like there is a bit going on that could get to you if you let it. But if you can just focus on the one thing that you can appreciate in that situation, you're going to win every time. So it's like, try to stay present, try to find something in the moment that you can be grateful for. And like every time you manage to choose appreciation over negativity, like congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, reward yourself in some way. Like that's a really huge feat when there's this much conflict going on around you. Managing to sort of just stay present, you know, remain graceful, is a huge accomplishment. So celebrate yourself every time you can do that, but also don't punish yourself for the moments that you can't do that. If you do lose your composure, like forgive yourself, you're human. But, you know, if you manage to remain graceful in a complicated or chaotic situation, then definitely pat yourself on the back and congratulate yourself for that. So there's a bit going on around you. but you can choose to stay sort of present and find something to be grateful for. It's even making me think of like, you know, like taking, so like I'm getting sort of this image of, if you have like a scent that you like, whether it's like a perfume or like a natural oil or something that calms you or makes you feel good, carry it around with you. And if there is a situation going on around you that's a little bit chaotic, or if there's like a lot of noise, or there's a lot of people, or there's a lot of clashes, or a lot of, I don't know, competition or something, and you just need to ground yourself for a second and smell that scent, have it on you like all the time, so that you can just pull it out, close your eyes, you know, take a good sniff, take a good sniff of that scent, and it's going to kind of like help regulate you, or just bring you back down to earth for a moment before kind of like losing it or something. And it doesn't even have to be a scent. It could be like, she's got like a little handkerchief in one hand, she's got the flowers there, so it could be a scent, it could be an object, it could be a texture, a material, anything that kind of grounds you, a crystal, anything that you can sort of hold onto that grounds you and just sort of brings you back down to earth, will be very helpful to carry around with you. So there's a lot that you could get caught up in, but I feel like your advice is to try not to get caught up and just try to remain graceful. That's your best way to navigate this week. But then, like I said, forgive yourself if you don't have the capacity to do that. We're going to move into study and career. So we've got career and study, depending on where you're at, what you're doing. And then we've got money down here. So we'll start with career/study. So here we have the Seven of Air and the Queen of Earth. So the Seven of Air says plans that needs revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. And then the Queen of Earth says make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And so that actually really brings me back to this message here. Like, a lot going on around you has the potential to either trigger you or make you react. But it's saying here, like, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So keep your cool, keep composed, and navigate challenges and situations with like a sensible, logical, patient approach. So the Seven of Air, sometimes it can represent someone involved who either doesn't have good intentions or they're not quite telling the truth. So if you need to be careful of a particular person this week, then just be aware. But otherwise, this is more about navigating challenges and difficulties. Like, don't, like, the Seven of Air can be, you know, maybe making the wrong choice, or making a choice, an impulsive choice, and then the consequences coming back around later. So it's like, stay aligned in, or like hold on to your integrity, basically. Make thoughtful, sensible choices. Deal with challenges and deal with people in a kind and understanding manner wherever you can, so that it doesn't come back around to bite you. You could also be sort of, it could be a week where you kind of want to just work alone and be productive on your own, but you're having to deal with a lot of other people, and that could kind of bother you. So my advice with that would be to kind of like make time for yourself as much as you can outside of study and career, because, you know, the more you're tending to your own cup, the more patience you're going to have with these other people that you're either around or dealing with. But yeah, like the Queen of Earth, she would be the most graceful queen in tarot. So I was kind of picking up, you know, trying to hold on to your grace. And then we have the Queen of Earth. So that's definitely like the archetype that you need to try to embody, is like being graceful, cool, calm, collected, hold on to your composure and try not to lose your SHIT, because it feels like there will be consequences for that. Okay, so now we're going to move into money and prosperity. So the first card is the Ace of Air. It says down here, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. So the first thing I'll just get out the way, because it's the quickest message, is that it could be, like it says here, a challenging beginning was like really highlighted to me. So the beginning of the week could be challenging, and then there could be like a positive resolution. So like it could be as simple as like, you know, you're nearing payday, your budget's pretty tight, or you're running out of money, or you have run out of money at the beginning of the week, but then you get paid, and then it's, you know, you got new inspiration, you're feeling good again, that type of thing. Could even be tax return. It is sort of tax time in Australia at the moment, so I don't know if tax time is like a global thing, but anyways, just in case it's not, here in Australia it's tax time, so maybe, you know, there's like a challenging start, then you get your tax return or something like that. So that's the first thing. But then the next thing I'm seeing is that you could be struck with an idea that comes through to you this week, and it could be a very big idea that you feel inspired by, and then the key to obviously making something out of it is to take action, because this is like a mental energy. So it's like receiving the idea and getting inspired, but then it's about actually taking action and getting a plan in place and starting that thing. So that's the challenging beginning. So it's like receiving the idea, and then the challenge is making it practical, doing something practical about it and implementing it into your life. So it could be like a money-making idea, because we're in the money section. So like a new income stream, or a new business, or a new product that you've thought of, something along those lines, but it's something that you're going to receive like mentally or like through the mind. And yeah, then your challenge is to create it or make something tangible out of it. The next card is To the Sea, and we're going to read the prosperity message directly from the book for this one. Honestly, like finances, I'm not a very like financially savvy person, so I would prefer to, when I'm doing a money reading, I'd prefer to read a message from the book, just so that, like, you know, I'm giving you guys the most out of it. So it says here for prosperity, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and, most importantly, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. You can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. So maybe part of this Ace of Air is also like seeing the truth about your beliefs about money, because we do have a few messages here about addressing your beliefs about abundance, your beliefs about money, and then also connecting those with your skills, your talents, your abilities, because our core beliefs underwrite every experience. So we could be great at something, but if we don't believe that we're going to be successful, we probably won't be. It really comes down to our deepest core beliefs and making sure they are positive and aligned so that everything else can fall into place. So just if you have time this week to do some reflection about your beliefs, like what is success to you, what is wealth to you. Do you believe you're worthy? Do you have a fear surrounding, success, things like that? Really just assess all of that. And you may learn something about yourself, or you may be able to change or rewrite a perspective or a belief about yourself or about money or wealth or prosperity in general. All right, so we're going to go into the love section now. So for singles, we had beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And we had on the bottom of the deck, secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So these two cards are they're hinting to me that there is someone either entering your life very soon, or there is someone in your life that does have deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So whether they're already in your life or they're about to come in and they're not going to kind of admit their feelings straight away. So either way, the message seems to be, it's almost like, so often qualities that we like in someone are often qualities that we like about ourselves. And then, like I said, even the qualities that we don't like are usually reflecting something about ourselves that we don't like. So either we wish we were more like that, or we are also like that and we don't want to be like that. And it sort of is reflecting back at us, our own self in some way. So it's almost like someone is going to enter your life, or someone has entered your life, and it's kind of giving me that energy of like, getting really caught up, really liking what you're seeing, and then suddenly getting like an ick, or suddenly seeing qualities that you don't like. And it's almost like the universe is saying, be aware of what you're projecting, because you could easily write this person off for a quality you see in them that you actually possess yourself, which is then sort of quite hypocritical. So it's like, when you're meeting people, it's like, really reflect on the qualities that you like and the qualities you don't like, and then be willing to really take a look at yourself in a very honest and accountable way, because you could easily write off someone very special just because they remind you of a part of you don't like. And I think that the universe is asking you to be a little bit more patient and to do the reflection, so that you don't just push someone away who could potentially be like, the one, or they could completely, change your perspective on love in a really positive way, or I don't know, there just could be like a real positive reason that you're supposed to be with this person or connect with this person, but you're writing them off a little bit too quickly. So I do want to clarify and see if there is another person in your life, either now or coming in sometime soon. All right, so let's have a look at singles this week. What's going on in their love life? So it's interesting because the High Priestess is definitely someone who's very mysterious and doesn't give it all away. Like, she's a mysterious being, she's a little bit secretive, she's a bit more of an observer and kind of sits back and assesses the situation. Then we have the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, and then underneath we have the Ten of Cups and under another 10. What the so yeah, it kind of does look a lot like that message of like something with really good potential being like cut short. And then, because even the Five of Cups, even though there's 3 cups spilled over, there's 2 cups still standing, and it's like it represents, you know, the positive to come out of a negative. So it's like, or it can be focusing on the negative and ignoring the potential or the positive. So it does also speak about loss and disappointment, and then sort of like I don't know if some of you are like hyper independent, because it almost looks like intimacy and someone coming in to share the load almost frightens you in a way. I don't know if you've been like on your own for quite some time and you don't know how to be in a relationship type of thing, or it could be like a self-sabotage type thing. But yeah, it's definitely like really assess the deeper meaning behind your feelings, reactions, because it looks like there is something with a lot of potential that's being like dismissed or overlooked. Interesting. Very interesting. There could be like, it could also be like, you could be someone who like holds back and doesn't say much, because you could be this like observer energy who sits back and waits. And then so's this other person, they're kind of sitting back and waiting to try to read you. And then you both sort of end up disappointed, thinking that like, oh, well, it's, you know, there's no potential here, there's no feelings here. You know, it's not working out, when really there's all these feelings that are shared feelings, but no one is willing to like own it. So you could be getting annoyed because they don't talk about their feelings, and they're getting annoyed because you don't talk about your feelings. And everyone's being really secretive out of this fear of being hurt and fear of, you know, another cycle sort of ending. But then like, look at this, like the Ten of Cups is available here behind all of these sort of fears and resistance and holding back. So it could be like, it could be telling you like, in order to help someone else open up, maybe you need to open up first and sort of like create the momentum, because like they're kind of mirroring you and reflecting back what you're giving them. And then you're both at kind of like this stalemate type of energy. So if that's resonating for you, then this could be your sign, like maybe it's time to open up a little bit, to give a little bit more away, not be so reserved and secretive, not be such an observer, because maybe all you need to do is just like, you you know, open up or instigate, and suddenly you've unlocked all this potential. So take that as it resonates, but that is what I'm picking up for singles. We might leave that one on the top. All right, so now we've got up in the air connections and situationships. So we've got surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. And underneath the deck was criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So maybe something that needs to be surrendered in this connection is this criticizing and focusing on everything that you're unhappy about. Maybe it's about choosing to accept your person as they are, and then decide if you're willing to, you know, live your life with that person as they are, because love is not about changing someone and morphing them into what we want them to be. Love is about accepting someone as they are and then coming together and doing what you can to make the relationship work. So this could kind of go both ways. Like, this could be about just letting go of the negativity in order to sort of bring in a fresh cycle of improved connection. Or it could be like, is it time to surrender this connection and, you know, choose to accept each other as you are, with the understanding that you're not compatible, or that you can't give each other what you need, and then sort of moving on and finding the right person, or just, you know, healing or doing whatever. So you're going to have to kind of take it as it resonates, but it definitely looks like there is something that needs to be surrendered for this connection to transform and work out positively. So basically assess your situation. Is it a past mistake that someone made and you keep having the same old arguments? You know, is it time to fully let that go so that a new cycle can begin? Because once you deal with something and you surrender it, like, that's it. You need to leave it there in the past and make the commitment to each other that that's it now. We're leaving it there. It's not going to come between us again. And then if that can't be done, it's maybe saying, like, at times maybe we need to surrender the relationship, let it go, peacefully move on, and just see what the universe brings. Maybe you'll come back together, maybe you won't, but what is meant to be will be. So let go of criticizing each other, let go of focusing on everything that's going wrong, try to focus on what's going right, try to accept each other as you are, and just surrender to what will be. It definitely feels like in this situation, it's like one of you are trying to change the other person to be what you're happy with or what they're happy with. And that's, you know, it's not gonna work in this situation. Unconditional love means that you accept someone, you know, as they are. And then you decide whether you're okay with being with that person as they are or not. They have to be willing to change themselves on their own time, on their own journey. It can't be forced, that type of thing. All right, so people in relationships, we have, it is important to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. And then under the deck was friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So the first thing I want to say is, if you are in a relationship and you have children, this could be about getting away from the kids and taking time to nurture your relationship by having fun again, just getting back to the basics of like friendship and fun connection, like doing things and activities together, and giving your relationship time. you know, having date nights and things like that. If you haven't had, even if it's not kids, maybe it's work that's been getting in the way, like whatever's been getting in the way, if you haven't had as much time for the relationship, then it could be time to place your focus on the relationship. However, it could also resonate as that this is a time where you both need some time to yourselves and to your own friends. So maybe you're getting out with your own friends outside of your relationship and you're giving each other some healthy space. You're filling your cup in your own way, they're filling their cup in their own way. You know, filling their social cup, connecting with friends and things like that is going to dramatically improve your love life. So, you know, sometimes we can go out with our friends and we can get really energized because we haven't connected with them for a long time. And then because we feel so much better, we go home and we have so much more to give our loved one. So like it could be something as simple as that. Like space is a good thing. Like you don't need to spend every minute of every day with your person. Maybe that works for some people, but space is a good thing. And I think that this is one of those weeks where it is the best thing, and whether that's giving your relationship time and space to connect and have fun again, or whether that's you getting away from your relationship for a bit and focusing on your friendships, even the friendship with yourself if need be, but otherwise your friends, that's going to re-energize your relationship at home as well. Okay, just have a quick drink again. So into the personal / spiritual growth message this week, we have number 22, rebirth. So it says up here, rebirth, lover's heart. Menalite is a stone of rebirth. A metamorphosis is happening. Even if you do not understand what it all means now, thank the universe for the opportunity for growth. With great change comes great reward. A new way of living, a new way of thinking, even a new lover, your soulmate. Menalite looks like a lump of clay being molded, and so too can we undergo this kind of transformation. It can feel like everything has been tipped upside down and you don't know which way is up, but out of the clay, a new form will appear. This form can remain the same, or it can also be remodeled again and again. It's up to you if you want to remain in this new shape, or you can keep growing and changing as many times as you like in your lifetime. Just don't become stuck in something you're not. Let change happen and see what you become. Morganite and aquamarine make a perfect combination of blue and pink, male and female, for attracting new love into your life. They form an equal union of the masculine and feminine, or balance just like in the yin-yang symbol. It is such a gentle stone, and if you ever come across a piece, carry it on you. You will feel love wherever you go. Exciting times indeed if you have drawn this card, as you may now well be on your way to a lifelong soul connection or new opportunity as this new you emerges. Holy moly, guys. So this definitely confirms our message basically for all of these relationship messages. It resonates differently for each one, but it kind of confirms, like, yeah, there is someone with great potential that you have just met or are about to meet, but you're going to need to shift and change and do things differently. You might need to open up and become the person that instigates, you know, the emotional connection. Or maybe you need to realize, you know, those things that you don't like about them are actually a reflection of yourself. So what do you need to change about yourself? And being accountable for that instead of running away from this special person that's coming in. Then we had in here, you can change your relationship as many times as you like, or you can, you know, sorry, what am I trying to say? You can like remain the same and stay stuck here, or you can remodel and keep growing and changing. You don't have to be stuck in this situation. And then with people in connections. It's like, yes, this week your relationship is taking a different shape, but it doesn't mean anything bad. It's just like, let the change happen and just go with it. See what happens. You can change it again. You can keep remodeling. It's not going to be forever that you're not spending time together, or it's, you know, not going to be forever that you're not with the kids because you're taking some time for your relationship. Like, whatever it is, it's like, it's all changeable. It's all going to continue changing. So that's a wonderful message that's come through there. And actually looking at this message here too, like that little line from here to here to here, there could be something that this person mirrors back to you that your ancestors are trying to get you to heal in your own energy, or it could be like a generational thing. Just pointing that out. But yeah, lovely messages so far. We will now go into the eagle's message. So this is the spirit animal that's strongly guiding the collective this week, and we'll read its message. 55, another number of great change and transformation. All right, so the eagle is a protector flying through the sky, watching over you as you meditate and journey to meet with your guides. He is the facilitator for any spiritual exchange, holding that channel of energy open for you. If you chose this card, you have spirits and guides wishing to communicate with you. Let the eagle guide you to them. In my experience, the eagle is a great shapeshifter. He speaks to the heavens and earth, almost like a translator for communication between us. The eagle brings determination and confidence, strength and wisdom, a powerful totem for all that are called to work with him. He can help you explore anything you feel you struggle to grasp fully. In many cultures, he is a symbol of hope and salvation. I like how it said the eagle is a great shapeshifter, because so is this crystal. It's constantly shifting its shape. You can mold it and change it all the time, or it looks that way at least. So yeah, that's the eagle's message. So keep your eye out for eagles this week. Also keep your eye out for 22, 55 and 77. They seem to be prominent numbers. And I think actually we've been in the 777 portal, and I think 7 was a number from last week, or maybe I was just seeing the number 7 a lot in the readings I was doing at home as well. But that's probably why 77 is still quite significant, because of that portal. But yeah, let's go into the lucky or notable day of the week. So we have Thursday for this week. Thursday is the lucky or notable day of the week. And your self-care task for the week, if you wish to do so. Oh, Spirit is also bringing me back to the Ace of Air and reminding me of a message that I don't think I'd given. This card can also talk about it being a really good time to think long-term and make long-term plans. So because it's come out in the money section, that could be in terms of finances and money. But yeah, it's probably a good time to like make a plan, like a savings plan or savings goals, or I don't know, like a 5-year plan. But some think long-term, write it down, visualize it and all of that, because it's a powerful time to set these positive intentions. Actually, probably because of the 777 portal. It's a very spiritual portal, and manifesting is very strong. So what you sort of visualize and then begin to implement now is probably going to see long-term results down the line. So what is the best self-care task for the collective to do this week, if they choose to do so? So we have 29, journal. So journal is another form of manifestation. So that could be another little confirmation, like, yes, that long-term plan message is very much needed. All right, so journaling is a profoundly intimate and powerful practice, one that provides a safe space for self-expression and channeling wisdom. It's just what you need to get your thoughts in order and to process emotions. Or this could also help you if you're doing that self-reflection and seeing what's being mirrored back to you. But to continue, if you're unsure where to start, try writing about what's currently happening in your life or about whatever comes into your mind. Surrender to your stream of consciousness. Don't worry if it comes out looking like chicken scratch, or if it appears incoherent. It doesn't need to be pretty. The process of writing free from expectation will allow you to exercise different parts of your brain. It will get you in a groove that will undoubtedly lead to more enlightening insights. Journaling will help you keep track of your progress and see how far you are coming in various areas of your life. So, put pen to paper and see what is within you that needs to be expressed. A journal prompt, if you want to begin here. What thoughts or stories would be helpful for you to write about to gain more clarity? All right, so something to benefit you this week is journaling. That can definitely be helpful for you, your mind, body, and soul, and also as a form of manifestation as well. So I think that's it for your weekly message. I hope that you've enjoyed it, guys. Looking forward to connecting with you again soon. But until then, stay safe, sending love, light, and everything bright. Bye.